Section 8. Oxidation and reduction of metals. Chem Talk. Redox reactions. When zinc metal reacts with copper ions in a solution, a reaction occurs. Atoms of zinc lose electrons to form zinc ions that dissolve in the solution. Copper ions gain the electrons from the zinc atoms to form copper atoms that plate out as a solid. Whenever an atom or ion becomes more positively charged in a chemical reaction, as in the case of zinc atoms forming positive zinc ions, the process is called oxidation. Oxidation is the process of losing electrons. Whenever an atom or ion becomes less positively charged in a chemical reaction, as in the case of the copper ions forming copper atoms, the process is called reduction. Reduction involves a gain of electrons. The processes of oxidation and reduction happen together and as such are commonly referred to as redox reactions. An easy way to remember which is oxidation and which is reduction is by remembering Leo the lion says grr. Lose electrons oxidation, gain electrons reduction. The formation of rust is a redox process. Water and oxygen are necessary for the iron metal to corrode or rust. Iron atoms lose electrons to form mostly ions with the help of the moisture in the air and the heat of the sun. Because the atoms have given up electrons to become more positively charged, oxidation of iron has taken place. Molecules of oxygen gain electrons to form ions. The oxygen has accepted electrons and is said to have been reduced. Corrosion can be prevented by painting a surface of iron to prevent moisture and air from coming in contact with the metal. To summarize what you have learned about atoms and ions, the term atom means that the element is neutral. This means that it has the same number of protons and electrons. Ions mean that the atom or ion has gained or lost electrons. When an atom gains or loses one or more electrons, an ion results. Examples are sodium atom loses one electron and now has a net charge of positive 1. The two chlorine atoms gain one electron each, and the net charge is -1 for each chloride ion. Polyatomic ions, like the sulfate ion, imply that there are two more electrons than protons in the entire structure. In some cases, you will find that an ion can gain or lose an electron and form a new ion. An example of this type is the iron in the positive 2 state loses one more electron and now will be in a positive 3 state.